Okay, here's a little mini lesson to help you review lesson 5.2 in math. We did this yesterday where we were using coins to buy things. So before we get started, let's review how much each coin is. So notice right here it says MRB 110, 111. I'm going to open up those pages in the reference book here on my screen. Now you have your math reference book with you at home. It's that small, hard math book. You can use it to look at on your own. You can open up those pages and look at them if you'd like to, or you can look at it here, right here on the screen. Okay, so remember, you can use this reference book to help you when you're working on lessons or activities. The only thing that you can't use it for is to help you on a test. But one of the things that it has on here on pages 110 and 111 is all the different coins that we have practiced so far, as well as the dollar bill, which we really haven't talked too much about, but we will be talking about that later. So let's review real quick the different coins that we have already been talking about. We have talked about the penny. A penny equals 1 cent, and when you write it with a dollar sign and a decimal point, this is what it looks like. This is what the penny looks like on the front. This is what the penny looks like on the back. Then we have the nickel. Now, our nickels might look a little bit different on the front these days, but they pretty much look the same. We have nickels are 5 cents. If you write it with a dollar sign and decimal point, that's what it looks like there. Here's the front and the back of the nickel. The front of the nickel may look different, but the back always looks the same. So a nickel is 5 cents. That means it could also equal 5 pennies. So if you had 5 of these, it would be equal to or the same as one of these. Then we have the dime. Here's our dime, front and back. A dime is 10 cents. So you could have 1 dime, which equals 10 cents, or it shows you down here, you could have 2 nickels. So you could have 2 of these to equal 1 dime, or it tells you down here, you could have 10 pennies. So if you had 10 pennies, it would be the same as 1 dime. So 1 dime is the same as 2 nickels, or 1 dime is also the same as 10 pennies. And the other coin that we have practiced using is the quarter. Quarters are 25 cents. This is what it looks like on the front and the back. Some quarters may look a little bit different on the front, but the back always stays the same. 1 quarter equals 25 cents, or it equals 5 nickels. If you were to count by fives, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5 fives or 5 nickels equals 25 cents, or you could have 25 pennies. And there's other ways that you can make 25 cents, but that's pretty much the same equivalency right here with just the coins that we have. We've talked a little bit about a dollar. $1 equals 100 cents. It's like having 100 of these pennies. That's what it looks like on the front and the back. A dollar also is 4 quarters, and we've counted by 25s before. 25, 50, 75, $1, or 25, 50, 75, 100. Either way we want to talk about it. And we also have counted by tens to 100 or $1. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So all of those things are equivalent. Oh, and also you could have 20 nickels. If you count by fives 20 times, you will get to 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. All of those things equal $1. Okay. Now that we've reviewed that a little bit, let me go back to my screen here and let's pretend we are going to buy some things from this fruit and vegetable stand. Okay, and you have this picture on your activity. We're going to pretend that we buy some things. And here's the example that they gave you on the page, is they said that they bought an orange. So let me get some coins out here. Let me go to our e-tools here and get our coins. Give me just a second to find it on our screen. Go down to money, and we have our coins. Okay, so it said that I was going to buy an orange for 18 cents. So here we have a penny. Remember, a penny is 1 cent. A nickel is 5 cents. A dime is 10 cents. And a quarter is 25 cents. Now I want to show 18 cents. I'm going to show it 2 different ways. Well, first of all, the easiest way to do it is try to get as close to the number as possible without going over it. So if I want to make 18 cents, the closest I can get is starting with 10. So I have a dime. Now I have 10 cents. And then I'm going to go with a nickel. 10 and 5 more is 15 cents. And then I can go with 3 pennies, 16, 17, 18. So that's one way that I could show 18 cents if I was buying 18 cents. Now let me show you what that would look like if I was drawing the coins with a pencil. If I wanted to buy this orange for 18 cents, I could use one dime. We use a circle with a D in it for dime. One nickel, a circle with an N in it for a nickel, and 3 pennies. 1, 2, 3. My pennies are a little small, but you get the idea. Now, if I wanted to buy that orange and use different coins, here's another way that I could show 18 cents. Here's an easy way that I could show 18 cents. I'm going to start with that dime again because that gets me really close to 18 cents. And then I could just put 8 pennies, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, if I were to count this, move that one a little bit, I would count it 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 cents. So that's another way that I could show 18 cents. If I wanted to show that by writing the coins, I would put a D for a dime in a circle, and then I would write 8 circles with P's in it for pennies. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. Now, let me erase this real quick. Actually, yep, I'll erase it real quick. Nope, not that way. Okay, and I'm going to buy something else from the fruit and vegetable stand that we have here. So give me a second to get it all erased off the screen. Unfortunately, the eraser is very small, and of course I have to finger write on the computer, which makes it a little bit tricky to get it done. So almost there. I'm going to look over here on the fruit and vegetable stand, and let's see if there's something else that I would really like to have. Well, I think I'm going to buy a banana. I really like bananas. Okay. Get rid of my eraser so when I come back to this the next time, my pen is ready to go. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to buy a banana next. A banana equals 9 cents. So let me go back to my coins here. I'm going to put these coins away because I don't really need these anymore. So let me just trash these coins real quick. And I want to show 9 cents in 2 different ways. So when you get to that part of the screen where you have to show what you're going to have, let me give you an example. I'll get to that part of the screen too. Okay, when you get to that part of the screen, the page that looks like this, oops, you would write in what it is that you wanted to buy. Now we had some of these things from yesterday still on here for some reason, so I'm going to get rid of them real quick since they're still on here. But I'll just get rid of the first 2 and then you can see what the rest of it is later. Let me get rid of these here real fast. Didn't realize that it saved itself like that. All right, so we're going to show our different ways that we can buy that banana. Let me get rid of this real fast because this is not the same thing that I'm buying here on the screen. All right, that's good enough. Okay, so let me change my color here, make it purple. All right, so now when you get to the page where you need to show what you're buying, the first thing you would do is you would write down what it is that you're choosing to buy. I'm going to write banana because I'm choosing to buy a banana. So B-A-N-A-N-A. And I'm going to go back to that picture. Now you don't have to flip back, but you have it on your other slide. You can just go back to the other slide and look, but I've got to flip back to look at that page again. And I can see that the banana costs 9 cents. So on the next line, I'm going to write 9 cents because that's how much it costs. Let me get my pen back. 9 cents. Okay. Now, one way that I could show 9 cents. So if I use a dime equals 10. So that's going to be too much. So I don't want to use a dime. I'm going to start with a nickel. A nickel gets me 5 cents. And then I could write 6, 7, 8, 9 cents if I use pennies. So I would have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now going back to my page, I would take and write a circle with an N in it for a nickel, 5, and then 4 pennies, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's one way that I can make 9 cents. Now another way that I can make 9 cents, well, I can't really use any other silver coin because a dime already is too much. So, and I've already used a nickel. So I could actually just take and trade this nickel in for 5 pennies. So I could start with and do 9 pennies to show 9 cents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here's another way that I could show 9 cents. If I'm going to use it in my book, if I'm going to write it in my book, that means I'm going to draw 9 circles with P's in them to show pennies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So now your job is to go back and you are going to pick things that you are going to buy from the fruit and vegetable stand. So you're going to go back to that picture where you have the fruit and vegetable stand and you are going to pick some things to buy. And you are going to show 2 different ways to buy all of those things for however much it costs. You have pears and green peppers and melon slices and plums and apples and tomatoes and cabbages, all different kinds of things. You're going to show 2 different ways that you can show how much each thing costs. We showed 2 different ways that we could make 18 cents for the orange, showed 2 different ways that we could make 9 cents for the banana. Now you're going to pick some of your own things. I think there's 4 different things that you can pick and write down 2 different ways that you can make each amount. Okay? All right, good luck. Have fun.